Hey everyone. For this video, we're going into steps 4 and 5 of the process of going through uh, finding that franchise for you, right? Um, Step 4 is really it's more simple. So I'm going to blend these kind of steps together a little bit. Step 4 is now I've shown you everything. We've reviewed it ourselves, and I've presented you with that information. And if you haven't just jumped off the barrel and said, "Hey, I love that," and let's talk to them. Step 4 is really going to take those resources that I've given you and all the information. Whether it's I'm going to give you a summarized version of the concept, financials, the investment ranges and stuff, not digging down into all the financial stuff, but um, so you understand, does does this probably meet my goals, interests, and financial capabilities, right? So then you're going to take that, and you look through it, review it. I usually like giving you a few days to think about it, maybe talk to the wife, stuff like that, right? Um, anyway, so you decide which ones you like. Let's say I showed you 5, you really like 3 of them, and you say, I want to dig more into these. So what we would do is I set up intro calls to those franchisors, and we talk directly to them. So we'll get on like a Zoom call or something. Uh, we always remember too, in those intro calls, now going into step 5, we're going to talk to them, and what they're going to do is they're going to give you their 2-minute pitch, right? How great they are and all that stuff. So always remember that. But they're also going to be talking to you to find out what type of person you are. They're going to want to know more about you as well. I've sent them some information in my notes, but they're going to want to talk to you and find out if you're a good fit for their franchise. You always remember that franchise is awarded to you. You're not just buying it, right? Um, so that was, and that's so after the call is they're going to send you their franchise disclosure documents. So at the end of the call, they're going to send you a bunch of information. The franchise disclosure documents is where you're going to dig deeper into some of the financials with the item 7. How much is this going to invest, right? So whether it's just the initial franchise fees, then how much are the average costs of equipment or an office space or the signage, or how much you have to put into marketing, all that stuff, right? So it itemizes that stuff out so you know about how much you're going to be investing overall to get this business started. And then you can also look at the item 19, which is the average. It says taking all the information from um, the other franchisees and gives you their average revenues, all that stuff. So you can look at those documents, and that's where we start in the step 6 of doing our due diligence, right? So I probably touched on step 6 a little bit there, but these intro calls, remember, it's an interview too. So that franchisor wants to know who you are and what you're going to do and how you're going to fit into their franchise. And if it seems like you're a good fit, because they want to know that, one, you're going to be successful. They don't want anyone failing. Um, and two, are you going to fit into their company culture, that sort of thing, right? So, but yeah, so that's steps 4 and 5. Once we get into that, and we start, that's the first calls into talking to the actual franchisors and getting their full information. They're going to send you a bunch of stuff, and then from there, we will go into step 6, which will be in the next video, and we'll talk about going into the due diligence process and digging deeper into those franchises, and then you can really see and understand how you could how you're going to operate that business. Okay. So anyway, well, if you have any questions, please contact me, and I'll see you soon.